Hello, Kyle here. I recently purchased my first ever Bluetooth speaker. It's this little gadgetry vibe Bluetooth speaker thing. It has blinky lights on it. That's what appealed to me. Plus it was on sale for 20 bucks. And it has a built-in lithium-ion battery and Bluetooth. And it gives you all that for 20 bucks. It's hard to go wrong, so I went for it. This is what the unit looks like. I guess if you're one of those people who likes a banana for scale, here you go. But for photo nerds, I think comparing it to a Nikkor 85mm 1.8D lens might be a little more appropriate because they're very similar in size. I'd have to say for sound quality, it's better than the speakers that are built into my smartphone, but not as good as the speakers that are built into my monitor. And monitors aren't exactly known for having great sound. They're more an image thing. Volume-wise, it's very adequate. Whatever room I'm in, it fills it comfortably with sound. If you're listening to music and you're really into hearing all the subtle nuances, this is definitely not the speaker for you. If you're someone who likes to listen to radio or podcasts or news, that sort of thing, it's great for that. That's my primary reason for getting this was I like to have podcasts going when I'm working around the house. One of the biggest complaints I would have for this is how freaking annoying it is when you turn the damn thing on. You flip the switch, nothing happens, but then
the Bluetooth is ready to pair. Bluetooth prêt pour l'appareillement.
The light show is pretty cool because it indicates that it's on, but those voices, I understand this is Canada and we're a bilingual country, so English and French are both our official languages, but do you really have to have it play both every damn time you turn the thing on? I mean, is it too much work to have a switch on the bottom for like English and French? Or how about you ignore that entirely because it has the indicator sound that is a very uplifting, positive sound that I think just about anyone who's familiar with our current technology would understand that, beeps with a rising intonation would, or rising scale, is a happy sound that generally means everything is going okay. It always seems to blare it super loud, like it's not like it's quiet, so it's letting you know, and there's no reason for it to be that loud because when I turn it on, it's in my hand, I'm right here. It's incredibly frustrating the way it does that. Another bone of contention is it has this little, micro USB charging, but it also comes with a bizarre adapter that ends in a micro USB, but it also has an 1/8 inch in. So there's no analog audio in on this thing. It's all done through the micro USB. Now, the soldering on this is really crappy. Right out of the box, I had to fiddle with it because the connection is wiggly. So that right there lets me know that it's crappy. Fortunately, there's a little tiny indicator LED that lets me know when it's charging or not charging. But when you get something right out of the box, you'd expect it to, work. And little things like a charging port on a wireless device with a battery, you'd expect that to work reliably. So I'm really not happy with that little thing being broken. Overall, it's got this rubberized plastic coating, so it actually does feel, the volume control is a little bit strange in that if you just flick it quickly, that's selecting tracks, but if you click it and hold it, that adjusts volume. I find it's not compatible with my default Google Play app, but my Podkicker app, it does work. So if you're listening to a podcast and you miss something, you can run up and give this a little quick flick, and it'll actually jump forward or back a couple seconds, which is really handy if you miss something. Now for the important part of the test is, what's the range of this damn thing?
The Bluetooth is ready to pair. Bluetooth prêt pour l'appareillement.
Okay, now I'm gonna start up some epic beats. So place my phone right here by the kitty litter. That's not a flaw in the device, that's me receiving a text message. Sorry. Okay, so with a direct line of sight, this seems to be as far as it can go. a wine bottle for measurement. Now let's see how well it does without any line of sight. So it's right there. Okay, so it looks like line of sight is, or it looks like range is cut in half when you have a flimsy hollow door between you and your Bluetooth speaker. When you really examine this thing closely, you quickly get the impression that it's not a lot of care was put into it. The metal mesh in front is put in. You can tell there's bits that are sticking out and pressed and folded. It was just something that was cheaply and carelessly smashed in by a machine, which for $20 for a device is what you'd expect. It says the battery is supposed to last 2 hours, but since I've just purchased this device, that number would actually be heavily inflated. I've been using it for about 4 days now, so that's roughly 4 hours of use, but that's because the battery is brand new. I expect a month from now it'll probably be down to the regular number, and then a week later it'll be half that. So, you know, the box advertises 2 hours of use, but I'm currently experiencing more than that. The regular price for this thing is $40. Had I paid $40 for it, I would have been very disappointed. But for $20, I feel very meh about it. I don't regret the purchase, but I don't feel thrilled by it either. It's a thing that I now own. So let's hear it for conspicuous consumption. Yay, capitalism! Okay. In case any of you are wondering what those totally pahat beats sounded like, you know, direct. Turn the volume up to get some slightly better sound quality out of this. Too loud. Still too loud.